on the screen. We hear no objections, Your Honors, and we don't also hear any manifestations.
The COC from Palawan is hereby included in the national canvas.
Thank you, Your Honor. May we request the releasing group to take the certificate of canvas from Palawan. Your Honor, we receive the manually prepared certificate of canvas from the overseas voting, Your Honor, from Nairobi, Philippine Embassy. May we request the reception and custody group to bring the ballot box before the National Board of Canvassers. The receipt, Your Honor, was on is on May 18 at 6:48 p.m. Before the National Board of Canvassers, Your Honor, is one ballot box with label Nairobi, Philippine Embassy. The ballot box number is C-04 0035603. It is secured with one Comelec plastic seal, serial number 0443436. The ballot box condition, Your Honor, is now being shown to parties and councils present. Requesting authority, Your Honor, to open the ballot box.
Authority granted.
Inside the ballot box, Your Honor, is a brown envelope with label Nairobi PE. Check on the COC, check on the SOVP, and check on the OVF 46. This is copy for the National Board of Canvassers, Your Honor, and it is secured with a plastic tape. Request authority, Your Honors, after the brown envelope have been shown to parties and councils, to open the brown envelope, Your Honor.
Authority granted.
Inside the brown envelope, Your Honor, is a certificate of transmission of COC, SOVP, SSOV, and on the lower portion of the document, Your Honor, are the signatures of the Special Board of Canvassers. Another document, Your Honor, is a certificate of canvass of votes with serial number 50 and 31. And on the last page are the signatures and thumbprints of the members of the Special Board of Canvassers. Another document is a statement of votes by precinct with serial number 50 and 38. And on the lower portion are the signatures and thumbprints of the Special Board of Canvassers with the signature and thumbprints of the tabulator. Parties and councils may now approach and view the documents. Left side most is the certificate of canvass. First page and the second page would show the results for the senatorial slate, and the rest of the pages would show the results for the party list. On the upper portion are the statement of votes which supports the certificate of canvass. May we request parties to form two lines? The table can accommodate two lines. And may I remind also that that please refrain from touching the document. You may request the assistance of our staff.
Secretariat.
Your Honor, we have already shown the certificate of canvass and the statement of votes coming from Nairobi, Your Honor, to partisan councils.
Any comment, manifestation, or
May we
objection?
inquire from councils and parties present whether they have any objection as to the due execution, authenticity, and genuineness of the certificate of canvass and statement of votes coming from Nairobi? We hear no objections, Your Honor, and neither do we hear any manifestations.
Okay, then include it in the canvas and forward it to the proper committee.
Thank you, Your Honor. Tabulation group, please. Get the certificate of canvass and statement of votes coming from Nairobi. Next receipt, we receive, Your Honors, from Oslo. Received May 18 at 6:48 p.m. Before the National Board of Canvassers, Your Honor, is a ballot box with label Oslo, Philippine Embassy. The serial number of the ballot box is C95-37233. It is secured with one plastic seal, serial number Comelec 0443439. The ballot box have been shown to councils and parties, Your Honor. May we request authority to break the plastic seal?
Authority granted.
Inside the ballot box, Your Honor, is brown envelope labeled Oslo. Check on the COC, check SOVP, and check OVF 46. This is a copy for the National Board of Canvassers. The brown envelope is sealed with plastic tape. The brown envelope, Your Honor, has been shown already to partisan councils. May we request authority to break the seal, Your Honor?
Authority granted.
Inside the brown envelope, Your Honor, is a certificate of completion of canvassing, signed by Jocelyn Baton Garcia, Your Honor, chairperson for Oslo PE. Another document, Your Honor, is a certificate of canvass of votes. Serial number is 5019. On the lower portion are the signatures and thumbprints of the Special Board of Canvassers. Another document is a statement of votes, Your Honor, with serial number 50 and 23. On the lower portion are the thumbprints and signatures of the Special Board of Canvassers, together with the signature and thumbprint of the tabulator. Parties and councils may now approach and view the document. Leftmost side is the certificate of canvass. Right side most of the table are the statement of votes.
Secretariat.
Your Honor. Your Honor, the certificate of canvass and statement of votes coming from Oslo have already been viewed by the councils and parties. May we inquire from parties and councils whether they have any objections to the due execution, authenticity, and genuineness of the certificate of canvass coming from Oslo.
Go ahead, Counsel.
Good evening, Your Honors. Attorney Rona Vergara for Senior Citizens Party List. Your Honor, we noticed in the certificate of canvass coming from Oslo that the votes for the senior citizens, there's the spelled out words 122 was crossed out, and the number 22 is appearing beside it. May we verify from the statement of votes, Your Honor, how many votes were indeed canvassed for the senior citizens?
Secretariat.
Yes, Your Honor. These are manually prepared certificate of canvass. As you may have observed, after we have viewed the same and we have asked you for the due execution, we transmit the said documents to our tabulation and audit group. This is for the purpose of checking whether the addition are correct, because these are manually prepared certificates of canvass. So if there are no, your query, we will have that noted by our tabulation and audit group.
Thank you, Your Honor. We will wait for the report of the tabulation group, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Counsel. Secretariat.
Yes, Your Honor. May we inquire, again, may we inquire from councils and parties whether they have any objection as to the execution, authenticity, and genuineness of the certificate of canvass coming from Oslo. We hear no objections, Your Honor, and we don't also hear any manifestations except for that lady.
Secretariat, please approach. Secretariat, refer to the proper committee.
Yes, Your Honor. May we request the tabulation and audit group to take charge of the certificate of canvass and statement of votes coming from Oslo, and to take note the manifestation of the Lady Council. Your Honor, the Secretariat acknowledged receipt the certificate of canvass from State of Kuwait, already with the signatures of the members of the National Board of Canvassers. Earlier, this certificate was shown to parties and councils, and may we inquire from them whether they have any objections to the inclusion of the certificate of canvass coming from the State of Kuwait to the national canvass, and whether they have observed a discrepancy between the printed results and those seen on screen. We hear no objections, Your Honor, and we don't also hear any manifestation.
Including the canvas and refer it to the proper committee.
Releasing group, please take the certificate of canvass coming from Kuwait. Next, Your Honor, receipt by the Secretariat is from still from the Overseas Absentee Voting, manually prepared certificate of canvass coming from Tehran. Before us, Your Honor, is a ballot box labeled Tehran, PE, and it is secured with one plastic seal Comelec 0443440, and the ballot box number, Your Honor, is CE-10-03860. We have already shown the condition of the ballot box, Your Honor, before councils and parties. May we be allowed to break the seal, Your Honor?
Authority granted.
Thank you, Your Honor. Before us, Your Honor, is the brown envelope labeled Tehran. Check on the COC, check SOVP, check OVF 46. This is the copy for the National Board of Canvassers. It is secured with plastic tape. The brown envelope has already been shown to parties and councils. May we request authority to open the brown envelope, Your Honor?
Granted.
Inside the brown envelope, Your Honor, is a document which is denominated Certificate of Transmission of COC, SOVP, SSOV, and on the lower portion are the signatures of the Special Board of Canvassers. Another document, Your Honor, is a Certificate of Canvass of Votes with serial number 50 and 30. On the lower portion are the signatures and thumbprints of the Special Board of Canvassers. Another document, Your Honor, is a statement of votes with serial number 50 and 37. On the lower portion are the signatures and thumbprints of the Special Board of Canvassers together with the signature and thumbprint of one tabulator. Parties and councils may now approach. Again, left side most are the certificate of canvass showing the results for both senatorial and party list. Right side most is the statement of votes.
Secretariat. Secretariat.
Your Honors, the the certificate of canvass and statement of votes coming from Tehran, to no? Tehran, cannot really be deciphered, Your Honor. So we will be referring this to the proper committee.
With the authority of the Commissioners present, granted.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, we have not received any report coming from the reception and custody group, Your Honor, for any receipt of a manually prepared certificate of canvass. And a check also with our CCS, Your Honor, we don't also receive any transmission as of tonight, as of this moment.
CCS operator. Did we receive any certificates of canvass?
Your Honor, as of this moment, there's zero COC received.
Any manifestation, motion from the other parties?
Good evening, Your Honors. On behalf of my clients, senatorial candidates, and party list, would like to respectfully inquire from the Honorable Commission as to whether there will be proclamation tomorrow or in the next succeeding days. The reason, Your Honor, is because until today, we are fully aware that there are still 10 COCs remaining that's still uncanvassed and had been received by the NBOC. And we are also aware that perhaps by Monday, there will be a special election to be conducted in Isabela, or perhaps in Zamboanga, whatever is the decision of the Honorable Commission. The reason is because we would like to find out from the Honorable Commission as to whether there will be a partial proclamation of at least the 6 winning senatorial candidates, or there will be 100% proclamation. Our clients had been calling us and asking us whether the commission will now be proclaiming. We are fully aware that perhaps it is the wish of the Honorable National Board of Canvassers will be proclaiming 100% based on the 100% transmission. And so, if that is the case, will it be safe to say that there will be no proclamation tomorrow or perhaps on Monday, but definitely the proclamation may be coming by next week, Your Honors?
Go ahead.
For senatorial candidate Nancy Bina, Your Honor, and the other party list groups that that I am representing, Your Honors, please. We would like to inquire, Your Honors, on the status of the transmission of the election results from the provinces of Isabela, Zamboanga del Norte, Zamboanga del Sur, and Lanao del Sur, Your Honors. And we would also like to make of record that monitoring the KBP transparency server, it appears, Your Honor, that only 87.12% election results have been transmitted from the province of Lanao del Sur as of yesterday, 17 May, and have increased to less than 1% since, or more particularly to 87.85% right this very moment, Your Honor. So we would like to respectfully ask the Honorable Commission and Bank acting as the NBOC to kindly please apprise all present on the status of Lanao del Sur, Your Honors, please. Thank you.
Go ahead, Counsel.
Good evening, Your Honors, please. I'm representing Senatorial Bato de la Rosa, Your Honor. I would like to join the manifestation and motion of Attorney Garcia to the effect that we should be guided as to the result of the status of the certificate of canvass. Now, since there are only few remaining certificate of canvass to be tabulated by the Honorable Commission, we feel that the candidates obtain at least 1 to 6 votes should be proclaimed, considering the fact that those who have not yet been, whose votes would not be mathematically affect the result of the final votes to be garnered. The first candidates, 1 to 6, should be proclaimed, Your Honor, because we cannot afford to be waiting here. This would be, we are avoiding a piecemeal result of the certificate of canvass, Your Honor. We have been here and sacrificing since Monday and up to now. There is a piecemeal proceeding as to the certificate of canvass, Your Honor. So we move and pray that the first 6 candidates would be proclaimed, at least, Your Honor, whose votes could not be reached mathematically by those votes behind, Your Honor. We respectfully move, Your Honor.
Thank you, Counsels, for your motion and manifestation. But for the meantime, we are authorizing the CCS operator, Secretariat, to generate a partial canvass report. For the meantime, we will be discussing the matter and then we'll get back to you.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, we would also request authority to transmit the certificate of canvass from Tehran to the office of the overseas voting, Your Honor.
Authority granted. A motion made by Counsel George Garcia and Counsel for Senatorial Candidate Bato de la Rosa. We will ask you to file a written motion and then we will deliberate the matter tomorrow at 1 p.m.
Just to be clear, as far as this representation is concerned, the motion of the good counsel of candidate Bato de la Rosa is to proclaim the 6 winning candidates. Mine is just to inquire as to whether the commission will be proclaiming the top 6 or proclaiming 100%, Your Honor. So that is just a clarification. But whatever is the decision and the discretion of the Honorable Commission, we will respect, Your Honor.
clarification is noted, and similarly, if there is a pending motion, if you want to put that manifestation in writing as well, you can do so. And to the motion made by the senatorial of the Council of Senatorial Candidate De La Rosa, you may put that also in writing. The NBank will deliberate tomorrow to discuss both matters.
As to the manifestation of Attorney Donna Camitan, we were informed by the field that hopefully tomorrow all of the remaining 4 provinces will transmit the results from these provinces.
Your Honor, please, for candidate De La Rosa, we will submit the formal motion to augment our argument, Your Honor.
Thank you,
Support our argument, Your Honor.
Thank you, Council. Secretariat, call for any other motion or manifestation.
No.
Otherwise, we will resume tomorrow at 1 p.m.
Yes, Your Honor. In the meantime, Your Honor, we'll be showing the generated partial summary report.
Okay, then I'll show them to the partial canvas report to the parties.
What you show on screen. We will be showing also the partial canvas report on screen, as can be seen from the CCS. Seconds. Meron na bang mag-voice? Unahin mo muna. Senator in Left side most are the senatorial results. Right side most are the party list results.
votes na hindi pa nakakapasa. Kasi imbis na hindi pa nakakapasa na natitira. Dito pa sa ito. Tapos sa manual. 9-7. So, 6, ha? Ilang votes pa ito ng sa ako? Sa CB. Ilan yung number of votes sa CB? Oo. Yung tatlo ang votes. Sila. Manual dito at saka manual. Tapos tatlong team. Tatlong team ng CUC.
Same ng province business na yan. So, bukas 1 million. Okay. Thank you. pwede ba namin malaman kung medyo na-late kasi kami kanina eh. Ano yung na-canvas today? Pwede namin picture. Saka yun. Pwede. Yung kahapon, sir. Oo, sige. Para ano. Okay, okay na ako. Okay na ako dito. Thank you.
Voter turnout, we registered vote sa mga
So sa dito po sa automated, ito na po yung nakaboto. So i-minus na lang po itong dalawa.
ito, minus na lang natin dito so that para makita natin yung remaining sa 10. Ngayon, di ba?
Sa manual, hindi ko po.
Yeah, hindi. Kaya nga, 7 lang ito eh. So hindi pwede.
Kasi sir, yung ano, manual na ako.
Yun ang hindi natin. Number, anong place yun?
Ito, ibang bansa.
Anong mga bansa yun?
So meron tayo itong
Abuja.
sa Masi. Ulit sa Tehran. Kasi nagka-problem kami.
Tehran.
Last yung
Marami
PDL.
din. Sa PDL. Tehran. So yan,
PDL po.
dapat na-find out natin. Point out natin
Yung po yung detainee voting po yung PDL. Person deprived po.
madami. Malaki yan. Sa ano yan? Ito.
Ito po, Lanao del Sur, Isabela, Zamboanga del Norte,
Zero transmission po mga
Zamboanga del Sur, Washington, D.C., ito sa Japan, Japan, tsaka Saudi Arabia. Japan. Seven.
Abuja, Tehran, saka yung
Tama po sa DC. Marawi City, separate na lang. Marawi City at saka Lanao del Sur, isa lang.
Your Honor, the Secretariat acknowledged receipt the signed partial canvass report already signed by the members of the National Board of Canvassers. May we request authority, Your Honor, to transmit the same to the releasing group.
Any other matter, Secretariat?
We have no other matter for tonight, Your Honor.
So we are still awaiting transmission from other provinces. So meanwhile, we suspend session and resume at 1 p.m. tomorrow.
All rise.